Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to be playing with AMX M454, and I believe you may wonder which gun to choose with this vehicle, because the small PP got buffed lately, and small PP became more accurate, it has better aim time, better dispersion of the gun traverse, and even better penetration with a gold ammunition or special ammunition, call it however you want to, premium ammunition, right? Lately we have played with this tank, but that was pre-buffed version, so we are going to play with the two guns, probably 2 games each, and we are going to try to figure out which gun is the correct choice for you or which is the correct choice for me, right? Now, all and all, the differences between the guns, move your ugly face skill, looking into the damage difference, right? The PM is the same. Keep this in mind. So that basically means it depends on your preferentials. Do you like to have more alpha damage for better traits, or do you want to have a better rate of fire? Obviously, whenever you have better rate of fire, right, or smaller alpha damage, I suppose to say, you are more accurate and you can snapshot tiny touch better. Other than that, everything is the same where this vehicle goes, at least in my opinion, right? Now, where the armor goes of this tank, the armor is kind of alright against the lower tiers. Obviously, you have 2 cupolas that can be penetrated, and you have the lower plate, but let's get real, rates will struggle quite a bit to deal with you. And you are not side scrapping with this tank, because if you are trying to side scrap, you are becoming kind of weak, so you are trying to bait enemies with your front peeking like this and not side scrapping around the corner. So imagine that. There is a wall right there in this side. You do not peek like this because it's weak, so you peek like this and you are trying to bait enemies to shoot you. Obviously, if it happened to be that you have met someone with a bigger penetration, well, the situation is changing drastically, and obviously bigger the penetration, easier the enemies are penetrating you. That is not a big surprise, and that is completely understandable. That being said, let's go for a couple of games with a small PP, and let's go for a couple of games with a big PP. Now, where the small PP goes, right, I would say that only one benefit is better penetration with a gold ammunition, because if I'm not mistaken, the smaller PP has the 325 penetration, and the bigger PP has close to 300, 296. Although the APs, some people do enjoy APs as a gold ammunition as well, so we need to keep this in mind for sure, right? It is important thing to highlight. Other than that, we are having a Fjords, the kind of a reworked map, newer map, so it's going to be an interesting journey to see how we can make it work, right? Now we are playing with a 400 alpha damage gun. Let's see, can we craft something nice? I must admit, I am not really familiar with that map that much, and I would love to say, oh yeah, I know everything how to play with it, but no. It doesn't work this way. This map got quite reworked, and the north of this map is looking completely differently. That being said, I need to be obviously smart. How am I doing the things? But in the same time, I have a feeling that we still can kind of go and make a bit of pressure this way, okay? I don't really want to believe that they completely changed it and it is unpressurable. Although, once again, pay attention what is happening here. There is some kind of interesting gap or balcony over there. It is an interesting situation, just simply a different map, or I suppose to say a rebalanced map, right? Okay, so what do we have? We are going up like so. Beautiful. Can we see someone sniping in the back? No, we cannot. But in the same time, our goal is going to be to pre-aim for this 1-to-1, or alternatively the can opener, and look at this beauty. I have a feeling that we are feeling very, very, very fine over there, honestly. Okay, so what is so good about the smaller PP, or what is the selling point of the smaller PP? Obviously, great rate of fire if you have met someone without repairs, or tourist if you will. Sure thing, you can slap him and maybe even permanently track him, right? What is a drawback of this of this gun compared to the bigger alpha damage? If, let's say, you have a situation that you can shoot once in 30 seconds, because sometimes it happens, right? then obviously you are doing way less alpha damage, right? 40% less alpha. Where the accuracy goes of the bigger PP, in my opinion, the bigger PP doesn't have that bad of the accuracy, or at least as the stats suggest that it is significantly less accurate. I really do not think so, and I really do not believe in that, but that is only me, right? That is only me. Okay, we can clearly see what is happening over there. So nowadays, whenever there is a gentleman sitting in this area, you pretty much cannot push like this, because you are going to be into crossfire from here into the crossfire from here. So this is going to be significantly more complicated situation to play in this area, at least from this spawn, right? We can clearly see that, which is quite an interesting thing. Honestly, this is quite an interesting thing. Beautiful punishment. We haven't lost any HP whatsoever. That is a good thing. How about this one-to-one sniping from the back? We are going to say hello for him, and luckily we penetrated him, which is very much appreciated. That's great. That is great. How about those sniper schnitzels? It looks differently here as well, at least that's how it feels like in my head, right? It doesn't look the same way. But once again, we are a bit digging more to the map than into the tank itself in this type of situation, but it's all the time like this, right? And last time, whenever we had pretty much 2 new maps, what we have done, we played like 50 games each or something like that, and I managed to figure out exactly how to play in those maps, and maybe I should do that once again, maybe this weekend, to get an account from Wargaming side from where we can pick up the maps, right? Those accounts are very, very, very rare overall, and I need to apply. I need to wait until Wargaming would say, sure thing, Skilatu, take it, or eat Kaku Skilatu, 1 out of 2, right? Anyways, almighty Jack Pizda, let's hope he doesn't shoot gold, although, let's get real, there should be a big chance that this gentleman is actually having the hits loaded, or at least that's what I want to believe. I cannot really make pressure like this, it doesn't feel that great. And I feel like it is very, very complicated situation. How about if we would check out the heavy tanks that are making pressure this way? Because they should have someone who is obviously making a hardcore pressure without thinking, and that's exactly what we are looking for, and that's exactly what we need. Now, obviously, Jack Pizda will return back to the same position where he was before for obvious reasons. He just simply wants to get some free damage, but we are going to do our best in order not to allow him to farm us for free, right? We want to punish him instead of getting punished ourselves, and we are holding this position pretty much. That's all we are trying to do in this situation. Now, we need to figure out what to do next, because this bazaar on the side is definitely annoying, but luckily bazaar is relocating, that's good. So that being said, maybe we could eliminate Jack Pizda just like so. 277 might try to go like this. I hope it is not going to be the case, but we will see in a second. Meanwhile, Jack Pizda took one for the team, that's great. Now he should be panicking quite a bit, and we are going to eliminate him from the game. That's absolutely amazing. What we could do next? This is the question. What we could do next? We can see the light tank is sitting right there. Maybe we could have a decent enough angle. That was a perfect pre-aim. That was definitely a perfect pre-aim from our side. That is okay. And unfortunately, but the enemy team is actually significantly better than our team is. I mean, I can't say absolutely anything else here. That being said, we are just simply pushing towards the grille, and we will try to eliminate the grille. I don't see the way how we could win this game, but it is not necessarily horrible for us. We still can farm quite a bit, even though our team is getting slaughtered, right? Hopefully we can do that. I have a feeling that we should be able to see the art shooting from here. Come on, just shoot. He is safe. I cannot do I cannot do anything for him. Wrong hole. It's okay. All good, all good, all good. We spotted him. That is a great thing. We are eliminating him from the game. Good. I am last survivor in this type of situation. You can see that clearly yourself, and I can feel that myself. That's okay. All we need to do, we need to say hello for the tier 11 light tank that is making quite a bit of pressure for us, because he should just simply go for us. And once again, the situation is very, very, very simple. All we want to do, we want to get as much use as we physically and possibly can before this game will end, right? That's all we need to do for a full happiness. I can see the Mr. Tier 1 here in the back. I am aware of that. I don't really care. And we can see the lemming train of the enemies making a hardcore pressure, and I'm dead. It's okay. I cannot complain about this gun, and it definitely did not felt like the gun would be absolutely pile of kaku. Honestly, it did not felt that bad, right? It definitely did not felt that bad, which is an interesting thing, fellas. Very, very nice. Very nice. Because whenever I saw the changes on the tank, I did not really look that it would change that much, but I can tell you that it is a legit choice to play with this gun and try to make it work, right? Interesting, very, very interesting. Anyways, first game, unfortunately defeat, but beautiful performance, 5,000 damage. That's completely fine. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage by quite a huge margin, and we got ourselves 2,000 profits, so that means we broke even, right? Now, looking into the gun, which gun you are getting first, you are getting 400 alpha damage gun, so we can say that this gun is a stock gun compared, right? I mean, for free-to-play option, I am looking into the free-to-play, right, aspect as well, and 20 penetration is quite big one, right? You cannot say that 20 millimeters of penetration left, right, or center, it is a bad thing. It's actually pretty solid. Interesting. Okay, let's go for seconds. Okay. Round number 2, Mannerheim Line standard battle. I believe this is no-brainer. We are going into the heavy lane and we are going to try to play over there. Not a big surprise, right? And I think this is the proper choice what we could do. Wow, I'm thinking about the Fjords map and it definitely looks very, very different. I mean, only heavy line over in the bottom was looking the same. Other than that, the map in the north was looking definitely way more different, and that is a good thing. That is a good thing. Okay, now we are playing in the known map. We are feeling quite alright over there, and all we need to do for a full happiness is just to find some clueless mother truckers and show a bit of the dominance, right? That's all we need to do. Can opener in the enemy side, I can see that very, very well. And we have a KR1. Not the tank that I would be very brave to deal with. Now, in this situation, fellas, I need to highlight that I think the bigger alpha damage PP would be better. What do I mean by saying this? Whenever someone peeks around the corner for once, I mean, come on, would you rather hit someone for 400 or would you rather hit someone for let's say 560? I believe this is no-brainer answer, right? Obviously, 560 feels like a significantly better choice and you are doing more alpha damage, so hell yeah. Count me in. But on the other hand, maybe you would miss the shot because you are not as accurate, right? I am trying to go for a blind shots over there. Nothing too crazy, nothing unusual. I will go for second blind shot just like so. I have a feeling that we are hitting those blinds, so we are okay. We will keep shooting. Would you look at that? How are you doing, you sweet, magnificent mother trucker? Tier 11 Greeley is screaming, hacker, hacker, mother trucker. I have no doubts whatsoever that this is what is happening in his head, but that was an obvious position where this guy is sitting at. Meanwhile, I have a feeling that I'm getting involved here. I think we can eliminate the can opener from the game over there, believe me or not. I am not too paranoid where the can opener goes, And even though he's a powerful tank, I am not the weak mother trucker either. So we are going to feel all right with all of this. Beautiful. He is going for a double shot and he is looking at us. That was pretty bad decision from his side, and it's okay. He is having very patriotic camo, so let's show him what he deserves. Come here, you sweet, magnificent mother trucker. Okay, another tracking shot, very, very good. We are making him look silly in this type of situation. He fired once, we do not really care about that, and we are eliminating him from the game. Now, next victim is going to be the Kia 1. If I would be in this gentleman's side, I would definitely question my life choices. Beautiful. And now we kind of need to think about the base defense, because I can promise you that if we would try to make pressure like this, it would not go that well. It is not the play which we want to do. This is not how we want to play the battle. Absolutely not, fellas. That being said, let's go for a base defense. Cheers. We got a nice cup as a souvenir and whatnot, and it looks great. Also, the texture of the cup is quite satisfying as well. Smooth as a baboon ass. Smooth as a baboon ass, fellas. Okay, beautiful. We need to help the CS63. Well, actually, we don't need to help him, but we will. We will help him. How are you doing? We are saying hello for a Bacha. Too bad we missed the shot, but we don't really actually care about that. At least that's what I want to believe. Now we are going to say hello, Mr. Bachet. How are you doing? Enjoying yourself? Good, good, good. We are going to make sure to punish this IS-7 as well. Too bad that I failed. My aim is definitely not ideal in this type of situation, but I am feeling quite alright. We are trying to track him. That basically means he is dead for us while we are touching him gently, and in the same time maybe we could say hello for this tier 11 Batshit who is trying to escape. It's okay, we cannot complain about that, we are fine. And now I believe it's fair to say that our team is winning this battle, and the tank felt actually quite alright with this gun. I cannot say that it was absolutely disgusting. Yeah, sure, in some situations or in some spots I definitely would rather have a big PP gun, for sure, undoubtedly, but nevertheless I would not say that it is awful, right? I would not say that this is awful by any shape or any form, fellas. Speaking about the awful situation, enemies are going to regret their life choices over there, and this is exactly what we want to see. Pixel shot, too bad we are missing it, but frankly I just don't care. I want to close the distance between me and enemies. Also on top of that we are getting assisting damage, so we are gaming like a mother truckers, fellas. Very, very, very good session and a very good performance for this gun, and I think those two games we are pretty nice ambassadors of how the things are looking like with this gun. I truly want to believe in that. That was pretty nice and pretty beautiful. Okay, where are you, DBV? How are you doing? Enjoying yourself, not paying attention at me? You can pay attention at me, I frankly don't really care. Beautiful, the track absorbed the shot, which is very, very nice. How are you doing? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we have a very, very, very nice battle. Yeah, we played ideally. My mind state at this point in time is definitely into the game. I think I am seeing the things properly and we can do some proper things. Very, very, very nice. Very nice. I have a feeling that this session is going to be beautiful, fellas. I have a feeling that this session is going to be very beautiful. Okay. The score, folks, the score. 5,600 damage, 5,000 blocking damage, which is quite a bit, and 3,600 assisting damage. Solid ace. We definitely cannot complain about that, right? And we got ourselves, we are first by experience and first by the damage by the huge margin, and we made quite a bit of the profits as well, because we did not need it to spam the full gold in this type of situation. Now, speaking about the other gun, now this is my favorite gun, right? I think with this gun, you kind of need to shoot more gold ammunition. I truly believe in that. Because think about it in this way. Would you rather both of the shells are APs? Would you rather have 250 penetration or 296 penetration? Would you rather have 960 shell velocity on 1150 shell velocity? It's no brainer whatsoever, right? Whenever we are thinking about the things in this way. So I think that if you are choosing to play with a top gun, I think it just makes sense to go full gold. Okay, I know some of you dislikes the gold ammunition, I get it, or premium ammunition, special ammunition, call it however you want to, right? And some of you doesn't mind. So if you don't mind, hip hip hooray. If you mind, maybe the other gun is actually a proper choice. But now we are going to see some better trades and some bigger punishments, at least in my opinion, right? At least that's what I am expecting from all of this. Okay, so how do we want to play this game? At first we are going to take a very typical position here, because usually there is some folks that are making pressure through the middle of the field, and I really want to see them doing so, right? I could load the high explosive ammunition to destroy those huge gates, but I won't do that. Instead of destroying those gates, what I will do, I will try to pre-aim for some sniper schnitzels playing in this area, because I want to believe that our T-62A will spot someone here. As you can see, it is definitely the case. Our T-62A is just simply moving in front like crazy mother trucker. That is actually all right for us. That's okay. Let's see who is sniping from the back over there, because they have some sniper schnitzels. STB is sniping from here. That's okay. Now the question is, will this STB try to move a bit backwards? Because sometimes it happens that they are not calculating how much backwards they can go, and they are showing their butts straight like this. And this is what we are looking for, and this is what we want to see. Meanwhile, we have a lemming train going to this side. I believe we can clearly see that, and here we go. How are you doing? 500. Now, whenever you are hitting folks for 500 and more, it feels better, you know? It feels like it is a heavy tank which covers better alpha damage, which definitely it does, and it just feels like more like a statement to hit someone for 500 or 600 instead of hitting someone for 400. I do not know, maybe it's in my head, but this is how I feel like, right? And I definitely feel good with this gun. And now, very important thing to highlight, which probably not many people are thinking about, is that this gun is not inaccurate. I would not call this gun a pile of kaku by any shape or any form. I still think that it is very, very, very accurate choice, and that you can do plenty of the bad things for the enemy team, right? Even this shot, yeah, we haven't hit him, but it was so damn close, and my aim wasn't ideal either, right? Crazy. How about this Mr. Jack Pizda? Can we do something for him? No, I don't really think so. Can we try to help our contriver a bit? I think we should be able to do that. Lower plate shot. We are going to take a second in order to aim. Beautiful. 500 in the face. Very, very nice. Now, it's not going to be that easy to dig us from here. I am feeling quite confident, and I'm feeling quite alright with my decision over there, because we have Type 5 heavy and we are supporting each other. Plus, on top of that, enemies at this point in time, they are not flanking us in this way. Meanwhile, how are you doing? Kaboom! 588. You see, that's what I'm talking about. It feels so much stronger. It feels so much bloody stronger, fellas. Maybe fire, not quite, but once again, 560 in the face. And one more stuff which I forgot to highlight from where this gun goes. It feels easier to count whenever you are spotted and whenever you are not spotted as well. What do I mean by saying that? This gun reloads for 10 seconds, right? And other gun reloads for 7 seconds or something like this. What that basically means? That basically means it's just simply significantly easier to calculate whenever you are spotted and whenever you are not spotted, if you know what I mean. But once again, that is only me, and maybe this is me being stupid, right? That's what I feel like. Meanwhile, at this point in time, we are going to load the gold for obvious reasons, right? And we will start banging this Baza, because Baza will trade with us. And I think in this type of situation, once again, it is kind of I am trolling him because the Fava will slap him. Okay, Fava just fired, so that means he won't be able to help us, which is okay. And 800 in the face. Unfortunate. What can we do? Absolutely nothing. That's alright. Relax. Take it easy. We are fine. Oh, come on! You shitty gun! I mean, that was just unfortunate. That was straight up just unfortunate. I got scammed for 2 shots. This game, fellas, this should have been easily 5,000 damage. Easily. Sure, we have a bit of assisting damage, and 5,500 is not necessarily what I would call horrible or what I would call bad, but you could see that yourself. Lower play to E100, straight up scam in the middle of the bright daylight. RNG robbed us, and in the same time, side of the Baza 79. Come on, that was just mean. Oh well, what can you do? And we are coming back. Unfortunately, fellas, with a defeat, but I'm feeling pretty good how I play this one. A bit of the scammed damage, but what can you do? 4,000 damage. 1.5 thousand assisting damage. We are third by experience, we are second by the damage, and we got ourselves 20,000 profits as well, because we did not really spam the full gold, which probably we could or we should. It's okay. One more. Let's go. Ooh, okay. Step standard battle. Last game. Oh man, it is looking hard overall. The tier 11 matchmaking, not a big surprise, but we should be okay. A lot of heavy tanks overall. What is happening in my head? I want to believe that this play is the best. Maybe I could try to cross like this, but in the same time, I kind of need to commit on it. If I will make a decision to cross this way, I just need to go for this. Close my eyes and, you know, just simply go, which may not be the smartest decision ever. For a first shell, I am going to load the high explosives for obvious reasons, and I will try to slap this Monty. Hopefully we can. Whatever. 300 with a high explosive. That is nuts. That is straight up nuts. Okay, would you look at that? How are you doing this fine day? Kaboom, 700. Ooh! Boys, that is a good opening. That is a good opening if I have ever seen one. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Can we eliminate him from the game? Too bad we can't. That was a bad pre-aim, but hey. Beggars can be choosers. We are going to be alright. So, as you can see, I did not commit it to cross, and that basically means the train already drove away, you know? That's it. We cannot cross anymore. So, at this point in time, our goal is just to try to craft the side angle for whoever is playing in this area and just try to be annoying. That is only play which we can make, and we will make sure to annoy them. Now, what is actually fine thing with this tank because is that this vehicle is quite accurate, okay? I truly believe in that this mother trucker is way more accurate than the stats do suggest, you know? This is what I believe about this tank. Maybe that's me being delulu and stupid, right? But this is how it feels like to me. And if I feel this way, you know, that the stats are suggesting one thing and in reality you are getting completely different thing and you are profiting from that, then I would say it is a solid banana out of 10. But once again, that is only me. Okay, what we can do now. I would love to see someone making something silly. I would love to see enemies making silly goose mistakes. That would be absolutely amazing. Now the question is, can they? Or will they? I know I could go for the mouse, but I don't feel like mouse is worth any effort whatsoever to go for, you know? I don't feel like this is what I want to do. Minus 6000 HP, which is far away from being ideal, and Mr. Ratatata making quite a bit of the pressure like this. Oi oi, oi oi, oi oi, Baza over there around the corner. Our mouse is being very greedy, very, very greedy, and greedy isn't good, fellas. I mean, not as greedy as Baza, but still. Quite greedy. Ratatate, definitely annoying mother trucker. Very, very hard to deal with him. Lower played shot, very hard to penetrate him, but maybe we would be able to slap him into the into one of the two triangles over there, right? Maybe. Okay. Very nice side angle. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Focus as much as we physically and possibly can, fellas. That's all we need for a full happiness, right? That's all we need for a full happiness. Ratatata. Very hard. Very hard. Yeah, and the situation is definitely not ideal for us where the score goes, right? We can clearly see that our team is getting destroyed beyond belief. Minus 11,000 hit points and other stuff. Yeah, far away from being ideal. Can we change something about that? No. I would love to say, but we could do that. No. We can't. We are okay. We are very, very well aware of that we are going to be losing this game. But even though we are going to be losing this game, it doesn't change the fact that we can punish enemies a couple of more times. That's what we need, right? Meanwhile, Chieftain is going to be using this bush, so I cannot do absolutely anything for him. But what I can do, I can say hello for a Mr. Oh, come on! Come on! You know what is the funny thing? I prefer this gun significantly more, but even though I prefer this gun, in this session we are not getting anything what I would love to see or what I would love to get, right? That makes it quite sad, but let it be. It is how it is. No complaints, no regrets. Let's eliminate this guy from the game. And now we have a Ratatate that just missed his shot, which is very much appreciated. Thank you very much, Ratatate. And hopefully we can... Oh, he had a pom-pom gun. Yeah, I forgot about that. I was about to slap him once again, but hashtag never like it. Too bad that this game was pretty kaku considering the games which we had before. But hear me out. This is not the gun's fault. This is the matchmaking situation, you know? If I would have the same games with a different PP, it would be literally the same situation. At least that's what I want to believe. So for me, for my heart, big PP is still the way to go, but the small PP has selling point, if you will, right? I would say that small PP definitely has a selling point. At least that's what I want to believe, fellas. Anyways, looking into the score, 4,000 damage, 600 assisting damage. We are first by the damage, first by assisting damage, and we got minus 26,000, but that is completely fine. Now, our performance and our session overall in those 4 games, we played for 4.7 thousand average damage and 1.5 thousand assisting damage. This is 6,000 plus combined session, which is great. Although I had only 1 victory, but hey, you can't win them all. It is just simply impossible to do that. But nevertheless, I am feeling satisfied and I am feeling pretty damn happy with my result. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had as much fun as I did. If you did, remember you can always send a big wet kiss by leaving a like. I appreciate that and that means a lot. And see you very, very soon. We are out for today. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon. We are out. Peace.